Hello, I am Shafi. I am presenting our research work on constraint identification from STEP AP242 files for automated robotic welding. First, I will give a brief introduction to model-based definition and STEP AP242. Then our methodology on using model-based definition for constraint-based robot programming. After that, we will see a classification of welding parameters and how these parameters can be extracted from step files. Before conclusion, I will discuss how this information can be used for task specification. Traditionally, designers prepare 3D models of the product, and from these 3D models, they create 2D manufacturing drawings. The product manufacturing information is then added to these manufacturing drawings, and these drawings are given to downstream operations. But in model-based definition, the PMI is directly added to the 3D CAD model of the product. This 3D CAD model is the master and single source of product information. Direct attachment of the PMI to the CAD models improves product understanding at the downstream operations and reduces manufacturing errors. With MBD, the product manufacturing information becomes semantic. That is, the product information can be directly read by the machines and used in automated manufacturing and inspection. These will result in better product quality and less time to market. STEP is a neutral format used for sharing CAD data among the stakeholders. AP242 is the application protocol released in 2014. This protocol replaces the earlier protocols AP203 and AP214. AP203 is used by aerospace industry and AP214 is used by automotive industry. As these application protocols developed, they started to overlap each other in scope. So a new application protocol AP242 is developed combining these two earlier protocols. AP242 defines the use of semantic PMI for product definition. The latest edition, that is the second edition, was released in April 2020. Our methodology for automated programming of robotic manipulators for manufacturing and assembly operations is shown in this diagram. The STEP AP242 files carry the product information like geometry, critical product dimensions, assembly constraints, and other PMI. These are extracted and defined as constraints on the manipulator end effector. These constraints are called object constraints. These object constraints in combination with manipulator and environmental constraints define the robotic task. This, along with real-time control of robots, can be used for the manufacturing, assembly, and welding operations. Depending on the controllability, the welding parameters are classified as primary, secondary, and fixed inputs. Primary inputs are those process parameters which can be controlled during the welding process. These include current, voltage, torch travel speed, feed speed, pulse rate, and pulse duration. The parameters which are set at the beginning of welding process are classified as secondary inputs. These parameters mainly depend on the welding process, for example, shielding gas, filter material, electrode size, and torch angle. The final set of parameters, the fixed inputs, cannot be changed by the operator. These include workpiece material, joint type, and part geometry. So let us see how these parameters are present or included in the STEP files. This is from the latest edition of STEP AP242 that is released in April 2020. The type of the joint can be specified using mating definition and joint definitions. The assembly constraint information gives the relative positions of the parts with respect to one another in the assembly coordinate frame. The geometric information is also readily available in the STEP files. From the part geometry, we can extract the weld seam, and the dimensions and tolerances are added as part of PMI annotations. From these, we can find the location of weld seam and how much it can deviate from its defined position. This information can be used for control of welding operations in combination with other laser or vision sensors. The second edition of STEP AP 242 standard includes capabilities for semantic welding annotations. The welding annotations can be added as per American Welding Society and ISO welding standards. Some of the information included in welding annotations are joint type, welding size, root opening, length, and pitch of welds. Other required information can be included using user-defined entities and text annotations. The information extracted from the step files can be used to define the constraints on the end effector. This table shows the position, orientation, and motion constraints. The vertical distance of the weld torch from the seam is restricted, and its value depends on the welding process. The tool can fully rotate about its own axis, but the rotation about the other two axes is limited by travel and work angles. The direction of motion of the end effector is along the seam, and its velocity is defined by the welding process. This shows that most of the information needed for specifying welding operations is available in the STEP AP 242 standard, and it can be extracted for constraint-based robot programming of the welding tasks. This results in better quality of the welding operations and improved weld quality. These are some of the references we are using in our current work. That's all I have. Thank you for your time.